to another episode of Why Won't You Date Me, a podcast where me, Nicole Byer, was trying to figure out why I was so single, even though you could come on a window and tell me it was clouds. My guest today is a very...
Judge Judy. It was Judge Judy who said that, right?
Judge Judy did say that, and I said, Judy, why would you? My guest today is a funny actor and comedian who you know from his work on Saturday Night Live, The Secret Life of Pets, and Monsters University. It's my friend, Bobby Moynihan.
I thought you were going to sing when you first started. I got super excited.
No, I'm a bad singer, and I have a question about you. Sour candies make your head sweat.
Yeah.
Why?
You tell me, pal. I don't know. I think I was here. When I told this story.
Were you?
Maybe. I don't know. It sounds like a podcast story. I don't know if you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you probably can't because I'm not eating sour candies currently.
No.
If I eat anything, mostly sour Skittles. I happen to notice that sour Skittles do it the most.
Oh.
But I'll eat any sour candy. Any sour candy. And by the way, love sour candy.
I mean, Sour Patch Kids,
Are
they're
you kidding
delicious.
Me? Delicious. But it doesn't just happen as much with Sour Patch Kids as it does with sour Skittles. Whenever I eat anything sour, this part of my body, the crown, like if you were to saw the top of my head off.
Yes, if
Halloween
I was bored
style,
one day.
You know.
Just sawing.
If you want, hello. Rude.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
That my decor attacked you.
It's okay. I kind of love it.
Okay.
Super hot. Just gets super hot. I don't know why. It just gets gradually more and more hot the more sour candy I eat.
And then are you sweating?
I wouldn't say the word sweating,
Just
but I
hot.
would say
Hot to the
like
touch.
damp, hot
Damp.
to the damp. It's a shitty word, but
Oh.
yeah, I will say it.
Damp
I'm
is
not
not
gonna
a
lie to
shitty
myself.
word.
Damp
It's okay.
to the touch.
I think moist is the word people don't like. But I'm like, grow up. Everyone wants a moist cake.
I disagree. No, I'm just kidding. I just want
I want
to.
a dry cake, a nasty,
I like a
nasty
nice-
cake.
A nice crumbly hard cake.
When I eat I love them. They're Welch's fruit snacks. It like activates my diabetes. I have type 2 and I did it to myself. But when I eat them, it activates all of my diabetes like symptoms. Like they immediately make me pee a lot and they make my head hurt and I get really thirsty. I think there's that much sugar in them.
I wake up every day and I eat things I'm not supposed to eat all day long.
I know, same.
It's the best.
I love food.
I just found out recently. It turns out just peach and apple and cheese steaks super bad for you.
Cheesesteaks are bad for
just
you?
eating cheesesteaks, Philly cheesesteaks, and peach and apple all the time.
Well, what if it's
Not that
diet
great.
peach Snapple?
No, I love that stuff. I won't touch a diet peach and apple ever.
You don't do diet Snapple?
No.
It's good.
She's hilarious. Nicole Byer, everyone.
I love diet Snapple. I think it's so yummy.
There's no such thing. There's no such thing.
But it is wild sometimes when I eat something like nasty and then I'm like, and a Diet Coke? I'm like, it's like, for what? Just have the calories.
Yeah. I just don't bother anymore. I just only eat the bad stuff, the really terrible stuff.
I try to like eat a little better just because of the diabetes. If I didn't have
I'm on my way.
diabetes, I would eat nasty all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you're not on your way.
I'm a picture of health, number one.
Yes.
I have run, I meant to say, in the past.
I've run before.
Yeah, I was on the hockey team in high school.
And you had to run for hockey, but it's on ice.
We did. Yeah. Well, we ran on skates on the ice and also on tracks.
I
to
simply
get
don't know
prepared
how
for the
that
ice.
works. I don't know how to ice skate.
I was a really cool kid in high school.
Yeah?
I went to hockey practice in the morning and then tap
Ooh.
dance and theater after school.
Wait, Bobby, really?
Oh, yeah.
You tap dance?
Yeah. Well, I used to.
Do you still tap dance?
I mean, I still remember the moves. Does my body allow me to do those moves anymore?
I get it. I get it. I think about buying tap shoes once a week because I know how
will go
to
tapping with
shuffle
you
up a
all the
buffalo.
time. Yes.
I can do a little bit of a time step. It gets a little funky if I go for more than one.
One of the happiest days of my life was I was on a show called Mr. Mayor with Holly Hunter and Ted Danson, and found out that Holly Hunter was taking tap dance lessons with Mary Steenburgen, and they were like, "Wanna join?" And I was like, "This is the greatest day of my life."
Wait,
and then the show got canceled.
Oh no!
And I killed them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
My
The worst
happiest
joke ever.
day is when I found out that you weren't shooting Holly at a perspective that made her tinier, that she's just tiny.
Correct.
It blew my mind.
She is a tiny person. It's the best.
So small.
There was a lot. There was a lot of bits in Mr. Mayor. There was a show where she would just like pop out from behind like a file cabinet, and she just did that. Like she improvised that, and it was the funniest thing. And then we started to establish in the show that she traveled around the building in the air ducts. And it was kind of my favorite part of the
That's
show.
a very funny bit.
She was adorable and still is. I love her.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know what else I love? That you're married.
Correct, I am. I love that too. I'm just kidding, sorry. I love my wife.
How did you meet her?
I was her improv teacher.
Really?
Yeah, I hate saying that, but I was her improv teacher. I was her improv 101 teacher, and I say this to her often. I was like, I fell in love with you the second you walked in the door. I remember the second she walked in the door, and I remember thinking like, I need this money. Like I need the $150 before taxes, so like I need to be on my best behavior, especially like UCB. Like you don't want to be like a
creep.
improv creep. And we did not even like speak until after the class ended. So I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why, but like I feel like I have to say that in case like my daughters see it later.
Well, I mean, I think it's okay because it's like you're two adults. You waited until after the class was over. And was she funny?
She still paid me. I'm just kidding. Afterwards, I was trying to be a funny prostitute joke.
No, I got it. It's funny after a joke to be like, I was trying to make a funny prostitute joke.
It's been a long day of podcasts.
You're all talked out.
No, I love her. She's the greatest. I love my wife with all my farts.
With all my farts. Do you remember your first date where you took her?
That's funny. No. No, I you know how like I don't know if you experienced this, but like especially with telling stories a lot where you just kind of like meld stuff together and you're not sure what become, you know, like whatever. When you say first date, I have a very distinct memory of our first date.
Yes.
Was that our first date?
Who knows?
Who knows? Where am I? Who am I?
You're Bobby
Moynihan.
You are in Los Angeles, California.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We went. She was on Broadway for many, many years, and we went to like this like fancy Broadway hangout. Like it was like in the Broadway district. It was like it wasn't really a bar. It was like in a brownstone. Like you know there was fancy music, and the second like I opened the door for her like to go on our first date into this bar, Michael Emerson, the man who played Ben on Lost, was just standing in the doorway, and this was like peak Lost, and I don't know if you know this about me. I'm a big Lost head, big Lost fan, and I like broke. And she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, No, I'm not okay. That was Ben from Lost. And she was like, "What's that?" And I was just like, it took me like a while to recover. Like the entirety of our first date was me going like, he's just so good. And like talking about, I was flustered by another man for most of our first date.
Wait, that's really funny.
Yeah. And, but we started watching Lost together and like went to Hawaii for our honeymoon. Lost has been a weird big thing in our lives as well.
That's not weird. I like that. So on Lost, they crashed in Hawaii, right? That's the show.
I'm trying to think.
Crash.
No, they crashed on an island with polar bears and monsters. I don't think that's Hawaii.
Wait, what?
I don't think Hawaii. Yeah, in the show, it's not Hawaii. They filmed it in Hawaii.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on polar bears and monsters.
Have you never seen
I've
Lost?
never seen Lost.
And you've never heard just the reference that there was they found a polar bear?
So they land on a tropical island.
A bunch of people are flying in a plane.
Yes.
It crashes on an island. Some survive, some don't. The plane also breaks in half.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Is that a thing that's a part of it?
Yep.
Okay.
The tailies.
Wait.
Are you about to start a podcast?
I mean, we absolutely could. What are the tailies?
Oh, I'm so happy right now. Can we get some shots? Can we do shots? And I can tell you, I broke everything.
We can get you a shot. There's alcohol here.
I was kidding, but now I kind of want to do shots. You are the kind of person that I'm like, hold on one second. It's 3:20. I'm going to end up doing shots with Nicole Byer for the next 4 hours, aren't I? That's what I love about you. That it's a possibility.
I mean, we could. Do you want to do a shot?
I'll do it 1,000,000,000%. We're doing a shot right now.
Mars, will you get us a shot of something?
Casey, do we have shots?
It's 3:20.
Yeah,
I got to go pick up my kids from school.
What do you want a shot of? No, she's going to surprise us. It's going to be great.
I mean, whatever. I'll take Jameson if I have an option.
She's already gone.
Okay.
So it's whatever she brings back.
All right. Well, I'll take a Jameson. I'll just say it's in this balloon.
I like vodka, but I can also do a Jameson. That's fine with me.
Really? You like vodka?
I love vodka.
Cool.
And I don't know why. A lot of people are like, it doesn't taste like anything. And I'm like, I think that's why I like it.
I don't know why. And this is just, I think I might be a real weirdo. I just think vodka is cleaning fluid. Like vodka to me is just like, you use that to clean stuff.
You do. Like if you buy a used piece of furniture and in between having it like shampooed or whatever, you spray vodka on it.
Yeah, or if you spill some nachos on your Star Wars sweatshirt. Not that I have.
Who are the tailies?
Oh my God! Oh, how many? The tailies are the people who were sitting in the back of the plane.
Yes.
But it broke off.
Yes.
And guess what?
What?
Some of them made it.
Okay.
And they've been separated. They've been living on the same island as these people for a long time. But there's a smoke monster, a monster made of smoke. And there's a polar bear running around. Why?
Do they kill the polar bear for food?
Why don't you go down in the hatch and ask the man who has to press the button every 108 minutes or the world explodes?
Wait, what? Wait, there's a man?
Yeah.
Who's
He's got a
down
record
the
player.
hatch? He's a record player?
He has a record player and an exercise bike.
What? And he's been on the island?
Yeah.
This show is truly unhinged.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like vodka.
Vodka?
I mean, I guess I have to. I will do
Let's do it. A little Tito's, if you will.
Yeah.
It's
the best
3:20.
Jackson.
Tito?
The best Jackson. That was my first improv team.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Please welcome to the stage, the Tito Jackson.
Tito's the best Jackson.
Oh, that's the name.
No, I was just
Tito,
kidding.
the best Jackson. Welcome to the stage, Tito, the best Jackson. We're all drinking.
It's Tito : the best Jackson. One of my first real improv team names was Jason Biggs as a dyke. And it's a terrible name. Absolutely terrible,
That is a terrible name.
And we got a cease and desist letter saying don't do it anymore from Jason Biggs. And I agree. I completely agree. But you learn with comedy.
You live and you learn. Yes.
Thank you so much.
This is a hefty shot, Mars.
That's
I'm not gonna pouring. I'm sorry.
I'll take all of it.
that's what but it's good to see you.
Good to see you. It's 3:20 in the afternoon.
Yeah. Cheers. Good job, guys.
Good job, everyone.
Oh.
Cleaning solution. I took a jet ski here.
I once went on vacation with Sasheer, And I put in the notes of our dinner that we had just gotten engaged and we were celebrating it. And the lady was like, all right, your table's that way. I was like, we got engaged today. I proposed on a jet ski. I had dropped the ring. She still said yes. The lady didn't care.
She didn't care?
She didn't care at all.
I love Sasheer with all my farts.
She's the best. I love her with all my farts too.
She really is the greatest. You know what's really awesome?
What?
Waking up
Mm-hmm.
and looking at your calendar and going, oh, I'm going to do the Nicole Byer podcast today. This is going to be fun. And then going to Instagram and immediately seeing a video of your friend flying through the air on wires. Did you see that?
It's so cool. I got to see that.
Coolest.
And then I saw the last episode. I think it aired yesterday.
She's
I don't
so
know.
good.
But she's so good in it.
She's so good.
She's one of my favorite people, and I love her so much.
It's the best. It's the best.
And she's
It's
so
the best.
good in it.
I like that she's flying around like a witch.
I love that she's not like a witch. She's
Yeah,
a witch.
it's the
She's
coolest.
a potions witch on the show. If you haven't watched it, it's Agatha all along. And she's just incredible in it. And I don't want to spoil anything, but like she crushes on it.
Marvel.
It's
the company?
Marvel. The marvelous Marvel.
I hope they. Good luck to them.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope they do well.
they're just a small company, a
Yeah.
little startup. I hope they have this thing called comic books. I don't know.
Not my thing, but
Bobby. So, shit. I like really went off the rails. I had
it's
that
probably
shot.
a giant shot of vodka
Then
that
I'm
we
like,
decided
oh my
to do in
God.
the middle of it. Yeah, no, our
Oh
whole
my
day
God.
is different now.
Ruined. Oh my God.
And we're not kids anymore, too. But there's also
No.
like that part of you that's like, are we about to do another?
You just get absolutely
Are we gonna get
shit-faced.
wrecked?
I have to call someone to come
How was the
get me.
podcast, honey? Fuck you.
So fucking lit, man. Oh, we had a good fucking time.
It was great. We made jokes.
How did you propose to your wife?
With my mouth. I'm a father, human piece of garbage. I knew I was gonna do it. I had the ring for a while, and this is great. I think it was a Sunday morning, and I realized it was all lost numbers, the 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. The date, it was all lost numbers, and I was like, oh, this is like a special day. Like, we'll remember this.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it was like I think it was August 23rd. I think I haven't, yeah. It was a thing that we shared. I went like, oh, it's yeah, she's happy about it probably. I woke up one morning and I just went, I'm going to do it right now. And I came around the corner in the living room and I went, hey, and she saw it coming a mile away and she said no. And then there was like a big legal battle. And now we don't
No,
speak.
I'm also going to sue you.
I will say, different podcast, before shot and after shot.
I do feel
Do you feel it too? She's
feel
like,
wild.
you have the look on your face of like, I made a mistake, but I'm enjoying it.
I know I've made a mistake,
I kind of
and
feel
I'm
right
enjoying
there
it.
too.
And also, here's the thing: I have no idea how much time has passed because you guys didn't start the clock.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't care. I am officially. I have decided that I don't have any responsibilities for the rest of time.
This is funny because you took out your phone and did something, and then you were like, "I have no responsibilities."
I looked at the time and my family, and I kissed them goodbye.
Goodbye.
No, I'm just kidding. I was looking at the time because you said I really was like, how long have we been sitting here?
You know what's funny? I had a phone.
We all did.
Oh, it's here. I feel wild, Bobby. I feel absolutely
I will say though,
unhinged.
every time I see you, I feel like this could happen, and I'm glad that this time
glad
it did.
It did. We once shot something that was a true blue fever dream.
A moose. Oh no! Sorry,
A moose.
we shot a moose. You don't remember that?
We shot a
No,
moose.
I'm a few father. I make bad jokes. Bad jokes.
But this kind of feels like that fever dream, but in a better way.
Yes, we shot. Or I remember your first ass cat. I don't know if that's anything, but I remember like that. Like I remember doing ASCAT with you and thinking like, wow, this is her first ASCAT. And I remember I sat on your lap and
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Like that is like a very, very, very vivid memory.
I do remember that. And
for me.
That was one of my favorite times improvising because it was the first time I got to do ASCAT. If you don't know, like UCB has a Sunday night show. There was a 7
and it was like a big
and
deal
9:30.
when you got asked.
Big deal. I finally got asked.
And I remember thinking like, oh, this was your first one, and like it was a blast.
And I had seen you perform so much, and I was like, God, Bobby's so funny. This is such like an honor and a treat. You're so funny. Like you make me laugh so hard.
You too. Thank God. And now we do shots together.
Now we do shots together at 3:20 in the afternoon. Wait, Bobby.
I love you.
So you proposed on a lost day. Your cheeks are so red.
I did a shot of vodka and I'm a chubby man.
So you proposed on a lost day. Did you get married on a lost day? And how many days are in Lost?
There was a trope. I don't know if that's the right word. There was a thing in Lost where Hurley, one of the characters played by the incomparable Jorge Garcia.
Yes.
Won the lottery, and the numbers he picked were 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, and 42, and they keep showing up throughout Lost.
This is wild that you remember it.
Oh yeah. It's
How many times have you seen Lost all the way through?
The first season a bunch. I loved, but like I've probably seen the whole thing once or twice, but like certain things a bunch. I haven't seen it in 10 years probably now.
But you have such a great memory of it.
Yeah.
Is it written on your hand?
No, on my wedding ring.
Oh.
On the inside of my wedding ring, there's a Lost quote. There is a story about people who fall in love. And they know they're in love throughout different timelines. No matter what happens, they find each other.
You have her.
Yes, and that's the last line of their letter to each. Like no matter what, it's called a constant. No matter what timeline you're in.
There's timelines?
Oh yeah, they have flash sideways.
What? What do you mean sideways? This show, with no context, I don't understand how it was on for so many seasons or how you followed it.
Because it was great, because you would go like, this show's getting weird, and then they would be like, flash sideways. You'd be like, what? And you'd watch for another 2 years.
Wait.
It was great.
They would say flash sideways, like on the show?
1 billion%. Flash sideways.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I believe they coined the phrase "flash sideways." It was like a big thing when people were like, "What do you mean?" And they really do. Because the whole thing is like, after season 1, you started realizing that some things were out of order, and they were showing. So you realized you were seeing a flash forward, and then all of a sudden, one episode, you were like, "Wait a minute, that wasn't a flash forward, that was a flash back," and you were like, "Oh, cool, they did that." That person's, but you thought this the whole time, and then one time they went. And then they went fucking sideways. They flashed sideways,
This show sounds like homework.
Oh, but that was it. It was a great deal of homework. It came out at the time when, like, it was like the show didn't even matter. It was getting on the computer in between, and like there was a lot of lost podcasts,
and
which
like
weren't a thing. Like it was all about getting on the computer, going, "I think the polar bear is the devil."
Wait, was the polar bear the devil?
It was just a polar bear. And it just turned out a greedy company had polar bear out there.
A greedy company?
Yeah, the Dharma Initiative. What?
Bobby, you keep saying so many things that are truly unhinged. The Dharma Company sent a polar bear to...
Let's do 2 more shots.
An island. I do feel wild.
I'm hammered.
I do feel... I haven't eaten today.
Anything at all? Cold water?
I've only had coffee. I feel bananas. And I don't have plans to eat until
We drank a couple
lasagna.
ounces of vodka. And we're under
Yeah,
hot
Mars,
lights.
you fucking loaded this up. And for whatever reason, I saw this and I was like, this is too much. And then drank it all.
We both were like, well, I guess we got to do this dumb thing for attention.
I love attention. It's what I love so
it's
much.
So great, right?
So, okay, we have to take a break.
I completely disagree.
All right, let's talk about intimacy. When's the last time it felt exciting? Not just another chore on the to-do list, you know what I mean? Let me introduce you to Arya. Think of Arya like your personal concierge for your love life. No more guessing what your partner's into or stressing over how to spice things up. Arya does the work for you. Here's how it works. Take a quick quiz about your relationship and you'll get matched with a real human Arya concierge, not a robot. They're your personal guide to creating moments that matter. Every month, they send you a curated scenes, step-by-step guides, expert tips, and a box of high-end goodies shipped discreetly to your door. And here's the best part. Arya cuts through all the excuses. No need to stress out about booking a babysitter, dropping $200 on a fancy dinner, or pretending you're spontaneous when you're really just tired. Arya is a lifestyle upgrade that brings the magic to you. Let's be clear. Arya's for everyone. Queer couples, rewriting the rules, polyamorous squads, keeping it fresh, long-term duos who've seen it all, doesn't matter. Whether you're 25 or 65, newly dating or married for decades, Arya meets you where you're at. This isn't about fixing something broken. It's about making the good stuff even better. Make every date night Valentine's Day with Arya by your side. Visit arya.fyi and use the code DATEME for 15% off today. Your partner's gonna thank you. Ever thought, I should start a website? Well, let me tell you about Squarespace, the sponsor of this podcast. It's an all-in-one platform that helps you build a website for literally whatever you're into. Selling art, promoting your podcast, flexing your niche hobby, Squarespace has got you covered. Let's break it down. First off, they have this feature called Design Intelligence. This thing is magic. You answer a few simple questions, and Squarespace uses its design expertise and a dash of AI to create a custom website that's actually you. No coding, no stress, just a polished site that looks like you hired a pro. Next, you have Squarespace Payments. If you're selling anything, of course, merch, artwork, literally anything, this makes getting paid a breeze. Set it up in a few clicks, and your customers can use direct debit, Apple Pay, Afterpay, Klarna, all the good stuff. And my favorite, you can sell content. Got a podcast archive, exclusive videos, a blog about your dating hot takes? Squarespace lets you put it behind a paywall. Charge a one-time subscription and let the internet fund your passion. Ready to start building? Head to squarespace.com/dateme for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the code DATEME to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/dateme with code DATEME for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And now we're back from that break. So you have kids.
2.
They're nice,
Thanks.
aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I would agree.
How old are they?
7 and 1.
Ooh,
Yeah.
1 is little.
Correct?
7 is mid.
Sure. For kids. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because like 7 is almost like 10 and that's almost
yeah,
20.
it's a very interesting, cool age.
What's the
Isn't it, parents?
What's the thing you like best about having kids?
Selfishly, my first thought was like, I'm just like, it's the saddest thing in the world. I'm just like, I got buddies. Like, I just got little, like, we just play all day.
That's
Like,
so
they're
nice.
like, we don't have school today. And I'm like, sweet. Like, and it's just
Yeah, we
improv
get
party
to
all day. Yeah.
play.
It's just
Well,
like,
does the 1-year-old go to school?
no, not yet. But like, our first kid didn't speak till like almost 2, 3. Like it was like, and this 1.5, this one is like, hi, thank you. Like doing bits and like she's like what's that? And I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? Like it's crazy. Like it's a lot different second time around. This one's a lot more was a lot smarter. The first one was very, very dumb.
Well, I think that second child always comes out just a little feistier. I'm a second child, and I came out
Me too.
swinging and talking.
Oh, you got to fight for yourself a little bit more. No one's impressed.
No.
It's a lot of
Been
like,
there, done that.
what about this one?
Did you go trick-or-treating? I know this is coming out in February of next year, but did you go trick-or-treating last year?
I went trick-or-treating last night, February 10th. I did. We went trick-or-treating a couple months ago. It
What
was
did you
great.
dress up as?
I just want to point out that right now I don't know who is president right now.
We
and
certainly
that
don't know.
Stinks.
Isn't it wild that
Yeah.
we don't know, but by
Oh
the time this comes out,
God,
we will.
we will.
We'll be months into someone's presidency.
We are technically in a broken time machine right
We
now.
are. And there's a picture of Joe Biden
I'm not familiar.
biting. But he's our current president.
Okay.
He's biting a child dressed up as a turkey.
No,
and
I
it's
did see
the
that.
hardest I've laughed
Good
in a
for
really long
him.
time. I said, this man don't give
Good
a
for
shit.
him. Let him eat a couple kids at this point.
I mean, that dog was trying to eat people.
Dude, he did the cool. What dog?
I think his name is Major. Am I making that up?
Oh, his dog.
His name is Major?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
His
Joe
dog
Biden's
did bite people for sure.
Yeah, his dog was, he be biting.
Major.
Biden be biting.
Major is the name of a dog who eats
bites.
kids. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
Major.
Yeah, I'm Major
No
and
political
I fucking
affiliation. I'm
bite,
not voting for the
dude.
dog. But Biden did like the coolest thing anyone ever did for the country, right?
What'd he do?
Besides, I was about to.
What'd he do?
My shitty joke was about to be besides the McRib. Like,
Okay.
because I like the
I'll
McRib.
let you set that up
Thanks. It was terrible.
No, I'll let you set it up again.
I'm just saying, Joe Biden, cool guy. I was super psyched he stepped down. That was awesome.
I'm setting you up to say McRib things.
I just like McRibs. You can send me one day if you want.
Wait, do you like McRibs?
Yeah.
I don't like them because.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I've never had one, but I don't like them based on principle because you're trying to tell me that this is a rib
It is
and there's
the
bone,
funniest food in the world.
but there's no bone.
It doesn't feel like any food. It's like eating an ear.
What?
It's like eating a barbecue flavored ear. But the bun itself,
Uh-huh.
I don't even know how to explain it. It has some sort of magical McDonald's dust on the bun that they make. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you ever have a McRib?
No.
No?
I'm sorry.
They love themselves.
Apparently, I love myself. I've
the
never had
McRib
one.
has this, I don't even know what to call it, a granule like breading on the top of it. It's very pleasing to the touch.
It's very pleasing to the touch. I just, on a principle basis, I'm like, so you're trying to tell me that this is a rib. A rib has a bone in it. So this
There's
is
no food involved in the McRib, I don't think, but it's delicious every once in a while.
I went to McDonald's. This was like a week ago because I wanted an ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know, midnight, 1 something. And I got an ice cream cone. And the
You
man,
went there
I went.
physically.
Because you have to go for the ice cream cone. If it gets delivered to me, the cone's going to be melty. You got to get a sundae. But I didn't want a sundae. I wanted a cone. I love
I stand
licking a cone.
corrected. I stand corrected.
So I went and he handed it to me and he said, "You're going to have a nice time, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yes."
Was he hitting on you a little bit?
I don't know. But I was then driving and like really licking. And I was like, that man was so right.
He was 100%
I was having
right.
such a nice time.
It's a fun treat.
Yeah,
There's
I love soft serve.
a Wiener Schnitzel right around the corner from my house.
They have soft serve.
And but they dip it in a chocolate.
Uh-huh.
And for a month, they had a Fruit Loop dip. It was a white chocolate with
Was it
Fruit
good?
Loops, and it was a good.
Ugh.
Nicole Byer, ladies and gentlemen.
I texted my boyfriend. I was like, Wiener Schnitzel has soft serve. So we have to go get soft serve.
It's delicious.
And he's not as excited about it as I am, but I gotta get
You
it.
mean your ex-boyfriend?
No,
I'm
stop
just,
it.
I'm
Don't
just
do
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding.
Bobby, don't do that.
I didn't know you had a boyfriend.
He's
I love
so
him
nice.
already. I bet
he's
he's
really
the best.
nice. I'll show you a picture of him.
Cool. I want to see his address.
Okay.
Oh, I love
Isn't that
him,
cute?
and I love you.
Did the camera pick that up?
No.
Good. You
The
can't see him.
reflection of the balloon.
Nobody can see him. I gotta keep
Lorne
him safe.
Michaels.
It's Lorne Michaels. And Lauren's like, I just can't let you in the cast because it would be favoritism. And I was like, Lauren, I fully understand. Don't worry, Zaddy.
I have a picture of Lauren smiling really big from some event. I don't know what it is, but it's funny saying every time I take a picture of my wife, I immediately go to that picture and then go, look, it came out great, and show her a picture of it's the dumbest bit in
That's
the world.
a very funny bit. I like that so much.
That's why that came to mind.
I have a question.
Sure.
For
Shoot.
New Year's, because New Year's passed.
Yeah, every year.
This is February of 20.
Oh, correct. For New
This
Year's
is February
this year.
2025.
2025.
I can't believe this is already 2025. Did you have any resolutions?
Less.
You got any?
Less being less terrified all the time.
I guess that
Yeah.
the world is scary.
Yeah.
That's your only resolution.
Yeah.
Do
Ever since ever since the robot president took over. Ever since the robot president, the blood wars began.
Oh my God.
This is now 2025,
It's
right?
2025. We're in the
Yes.
middle of the blood wars.
The robot rising. Everything. I don't know. I hope everything's okay right now.
I
I hope we're still just doing improv.
I hope so.
Somewhere.
Wait, what exact date does this come out?
This comes out February 7th.
7th. Valentine's Day is around the corner.
Yep. That's why these are here, right?
Yes, for Valentine's Day, and not left over from my first episode.
That's funny. When I got here, I thought they were for Valentine's Day. And then I'm like,
They are
far
for
away though. But
Valentine's-
it's
yeah.
only in 6 days.
It's in 7 days because
7
it's
days.
February
I
7th.
don't do math. I don't get paid to do math.
I don't get paid to do math either, but I just know 7 + 7 = 14, and that's a court belief.
That's an easy one. 7 + 7 is 14. Even when you said it, I was like, yeah, I know that one too.
I'm hot.
I so want another one, but I know it'll ruin everything forever.
I know if I have another one, ethically I should call someone to pick me up. I know that, like, in my heart,
Yeah.
in 45 minutes I'll be fine. But if I keep going,
Yeah,
I'll have
yeah,
to be
yeah.
like,
I'm
"You
glad we
get
did
me?"
one. I'm glad
I
we
got
were responsible.
bombed during the afternoon of my podcast.
What number of podcasts is this for
3.
you today? 3. Sorry. I'm glad we went out with a bang.
We did. I'm like crying. I'm having a really nice time. I don't know if anyone listening is having a nice time.
It's just two people talking about when they see each other, they think about having a great time, and then this time they did.
And then they did. Oh my goodness. I really am so hot. I have to put my hair up. I think oh my God, I've eaten a sour candy. My head is
That's
sweating.
what happens. No, but I'm warm from here down, so I haven't.
What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I honestly have no idea. It's in 6 days and I'm terrified. What am I going to do?
Oh my God. I think for Valentine's Day, I'm not doing a good job.
Oh, now you look much more comfortable.
I can't believe how hot I was. I think I'm going to go to dinner. And maybe I'll get flowers. Your glasses are steaming up.
You're fogging up over here.
I'm so Bobby, can I tell you?
Please.
I just bought a table-side air fryer.
Wait a minute. That's a Mad Lib. A table size?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like
you can air fry on the go. It's a portable air fryer.
You're saying that wrong. You can't say portable air fryer and
saying it wrong.
table-sized air fryer. I pictured an air fryer the size of a
Table-side,
table.
you can bring it to the table.
Oh, side.
Yeah.
Now I just heard you wrong.
I watched a TikTok of this woman who was at work, and she was like, "I can air fry stuff at my desk." And then
Done.
I bought it.
I'm in.
And then I bought it. And
Does it work?
I don't know.
Oh.
It stayed in the box for a really long time. And then my friend Mateo was like, why did you buy an air fryer to use at your desk? You don't work at a desk. And I was like, I just really like the idea of it.
I love the idea.
Right? That
I
you're like
love the
watching
idea
TV and then
of,
you bring the air fryer out to make food.
I'm going to bring 4 raw wings with me over to the couch and the TV.
Yeah, that's more of my truth.
That. Yeah, no, I get it.
My raw wings and
that
sit them down.
That is a s'more asking to be made. I get it.
Well, I
have
opened it.
a fridge that's this big that holds like 4 bottles of water.
Oh,
and it looks like a white Frigidaire, old-timey refrigerator in my bathroom. In the toilet. No, I'm just kidding. It's on the table.
Why in the bathroom? Do you get thirsty in the bathroom a lot?
If I wake up in the middle of the night or something, I want a cold bottle of water or something. If I'm...
That's smart.
Just got a bottle of water in there. I don't have to go all the way downstairs to get a bottle of water.
No, I get it. Nobody needs a journey.
Man, fuck this podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, I truly just agreed with you. I said, nobody needs a journey, and now you're mad at me?
I felt judged for half a second, and I got real nervous.
No. We're not here to judge.
Just kidding.
No.
Yeah, no, I have a tiny fridge in my
my
bathroom. Yeah, I love it.
Do you restock it? I feel like I would forget.
Almost every 8 minutes. It's tiny.
It's so small.
It is. You put a bottle of water in there and you take it out and you got to put another one in. Well, it's 4. It holds 4. Yeah, on Amazon, it was like $9.99.
Bobby, I have a question. What's the most romantic thing you've ever done in your whole life?
Probably this podcast. I don't know. Can I leave? Is it okay if I just leave instead?
No, we have 23 minutes
That's
left.
right. I don't know. What's the most romantic thing I've ever done? That's like saying what's the smartest thing you've ever done. I feel like it's a little braggy.
It is a little braggy. But now I'm trying to think of what's the smartest thing I've ever done. I've done smart things.
Yeah, a couple. I know the answer, so.
What's the answer?
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make you think I did. I don't know.
I was truly was like, oh, you know.
Isn't that amazing? Don't you wish someone knew the answer?
I think maybe doing improv. I think starting to do improv because I've met the closest people in my life. I've had the best times of my life. And I've gotten to do so many things that other people haven't gotten to do.
It's funny that you say that. I could definitely remember the moment where I was talking to my mom and I was like, I think this place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think this is what I got to do. Like, I think that realization is definitely a real thing.
Well, Sasheer has a memory of you going to UVA with Torco.
Crazy.
And she was like, that's where I have to go.
And I remember it. It was the last Torco show I did before getting SNL.
Wild.
And it had already been announced, so people knew.
Mm-hmm.
And she stood up and asked a question, said, how do I get on Saturday Night Live? And I said, get in the van, come back with us, start Upright Citizens Brigade, meet a bunch of people, in a couple years you'll be on Saturday Night Live.
And then she did it.
So I'm glad,
You're making a ha-ha-ha.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if she asked the question, but somebody asked that question. That is what you said, and then that's what she did.
It's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
It's a weird thing, and then it happened, yeah.
Isn't it wild that you told that to, like, I don't know, like 1,000 kids? And then one said, bet, and then did it.
And did it. I mean, yeah, she's probably going to do it anyway, but... No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, did you ever see, that just made me think of, this is in no way as cool, but did you ever see, like, the thing where, like, someone... Or I think it was like on Oprah, I saw it or something, where it was a woman, she had like a terrible life, a horrible story, didn't have a fantastic life, ended up on drugs, methadone, was going through methadone, met someone on the online at like a drug rehab, and that person was like bringing someone in, was like a friend bringing someone in. They fell in love, and da 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 da. They get, and on the night of their wedding, they took out a picture, and they were like, "Sorry, every night my father passed away, and every night I sleep with his picture next to me, and the guy is in the background of the picture."
No,
And
that's
they figure
wild.
it out. Like they were like, "Oh my god!" And he has the same picture from the reverse side with her and her father in the background with like their backs. And
Wait,
it's like
that's
this amazing
wild.
story. There's like a couple instances of this happening. I don't remember why I started telling this story, but I love it.
Hey, I don't know either, but I think it's really sweet.
Yeah.
And I truly, because I believe in soulmates. And I
Yes.
believe that everybody who's placed in your life is like either there to support you or like teach you a lesson. Because my therapist was like, breakups happen to teach you a lesson, and it's good that you dated that person because they taught you something about dating. But yeah, like I feel like that person was put in their life maybe for them to believe in a little bit of magic.
Yeah.
And magic is beautiful.
I get I lean too much into the magic and like I start saying like life's like a movie right here. Like I get very Muppets and very like we're all gonna live forever.
I don't know.
I love that. I
think
love
that's
all
a
that
better
stuff.
way to live.
Yeah, very much
I'd
so.
rather live in. I feel like creative people live in a lot of the magic and a lot of the fantasy. Like I went and did karaoke the other night, and my friend sang "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan, and the whole bar perked up. And I don't think that's like a normie song that someone would think of, but I feel like creative people are kind of whimsical, and everyone gets
100%.
caught up in the whimsy. And I think it's really pretty.
That's a bold song
beautiful.
to bring out. I would be psyched. I would be like, I'm listening.
Yeah, it was a nice time. And then a white lady did Beyonce Love on Top. Have I
so
talked
sorry.
about this?
Was
I
it
don't think
good?
so.
No, she was really bad. She like started too low.
Oh.
It's a hard song. And then this black man was like, we have to cheer that white lady on so she votes the way we want her to. Sometimes the best romance is the one that happens with your imagination. Whether you're in the mood for slow burn tension, forbidden love, or something steamier, Dipsea has got you covered. Dipsea is the female-founded app for spicy audiobooks and more, created by women for the female gaze. Their app has over 1,000 audiobooks, all of them crafted by professional writers and top-tier narrators, so every story feels immersive, exciting, and made just for you. With their easy-to-navigate app, you can explore every romance genre: contemporary, historical, dark, sports, western, romancy, sapphic, all of it. Plus, new chapters are released every week, so there's always something fresh to dive into. Right now, listeners of this show can get an extended 30-day free trial. Just go to dipseastories.com/dateme to start your free trial. That's DIPSEA stories.com/dateme for 30 days for full access for free. Visit dipseastory.com/dateme. Who doesn't love the finer things in life? I love me a little luxury, but my bank account does not always agree until I found Quince. Quince is my go-to for high-quality, everyday essentials that feel luxurious, don't come with the luxury price tag. They've got everything. 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters starting at just $50, washable silk tops and dresses and organic cotton sweaters, even 14-karat gold jewelry. Oh, and the best part is Quince cuts out the middleman, so their prices are 50 to 80% lower than other brands. And listen, I have made some questionable online shopping decisions before. Stuff that looks amazing in photos, but like garbage in real life. Quince is not like that. Their pieces actually feel expensive, and the fabrics are soft, and everything fits beautifully. I love my Mongolian sweater. Plus, they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. So you get the good stuff without the guilt. I love that. Give yourself the luxury you deserve with Quince. Go to quince.com/dateme for free shipping on your order and a 365-day return policy. That's QUINCE.com/dateme to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dateme. Calling all listeners, we're conducting an audience survey at gum.fm/dateme, and we want to hear from you so we can keep making content you love. You know this. Oh, we know this. There are ads on my podcast. We want to improve that experience. But in order to do this, we need to know a little bit more about you, our audience. The survey is quick, it's easy, and a free way to support this podcast. It'll take you 2 minutes, and you'll be helping us out so much by doing it. Go to gum.fm/dateme to fill out our survey. That's gum.fm/dateme.
My wife did this beautiful thing where she kind of like asked, like when we were doing our wedding, she was like, if you could have one thing, like one dream thing for this wedding, what would it be? And I was like, that's awesome. I did pitch and almost made it happen. The Muppets singing Somebody's Getting Married at our wedding because I worked with the Muppets before. And it was like happening, but then I figured out I would have had to flown them all out myself, and I figured out how much that would have cost. And I was like, I'd rather have food.
Imagine you were like,
but I almost wanted the
cancel
Muppets.
the dinner. We're bringing the Muppets in.
In retrospect, very glad we did an adult human wedding.
On Instagram, I saw this video of this person's wedding where it's them walking down the aisle and then they pan to the audience and it's the Muppets going.
Oh, genius. Oh, someone edited in all
Yes,
the reactions.
but
That's genius.
The videographer did not ask anybody. That's
He
just
just
how
did it.
they got the video. And
That's
I think
the
that's
videographer
iconic.
I want. Yeah.
So wait, what's the thing that
sorry.
you chose for the wedding?
I thought about it, and my wife is a Broadway singer, and I was like, honestly, can you sing Love on Top at our wedding? Because I was like, you're just such an amazing singer.
Oh,
I just like would love to hear. And her face dropped. And she was like, that song's really hard. And like now thinking back, like I just imagine if she was like, Bobby, will you do Drunk Uncle at our wedding? Or like,
Oh,
will
that's
you do
so
improv?
funny.
Will you do improv at
Yes.
our wedding? Like, and like thinking like, no.
yeah, no, I couldn't possibly.
No, in front of my
Absolutely
mother?
not.
No. Like now I think like about like what I really said, but I was like,
Did
I
you
just
do
wanna
it?
hear it saying no.
Good.
No.
That it's a really
But I
tough
did
song.
an hour improv set as Drunk Uncle.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I get a suggestion?
Very good.
Thank you. I know Drunk Uncle.
Everyone's favorite catchphrase.
Can I get a suggestion? I have unfortunately done improv at a wedding.
I mean, yeah,
It's pretty tough.
it's not beyond. I'm amazed and also like, yeah, how much did you get?
Nothing, because it was friends.
Oh,
It was unpaid. It was, guys, do this. And I said, yes. And
Oh,
looking
boy.
back, I think we could have all done without.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
simply don't
I
think it
wasn't
was
there.
needed. And then I went to another wedding where like there was a soft talk about doing improv. And I remember it wasn't me. It was someone that was like, we're not doing improv at this wedding. We just aren't doing that. And I was like, okay, someone doesn't like fun. But thinking back, that person made the right choice. Improv does not need to be at a wedding.
Nope.
Not at all.
I just keep thinking about like family who doesn't know what
No, it's an assault
fuck
on
is
all of
happening
the
right
senses.
now?
It's like imagine doing a sound and movement opening at a wedding,
my
and your
good
grandmother's like,
Lord.
"They're now monkeys." Like,
It's 4 on a Sunday.
like, yeah, it's the rudest thing you could do to somebody. Imagine improv at a wedding and then like no open bar. You just like held people hostage, made them watch this.
You
improv.
just did an improv show. You just did an improv show and also got married.
Oh, Bobby.
Our buddy Eli Newell, the worst. Oh God, terrible thing to bring up on a podcast. You know Eli?
Yes.
Our buddy Eli Newell, the worst thing ever. He got married.
Mhm.
He's a fellow improviser.
Oh yeah, I've heard this story.
Yeah, absolutely terrible. Got married, walked down the aisle, walked into the back, and his heart exploded.
Yeah.
But
Which
he's
is
okay.
wild.
Sorry.
He's
oh, my
okay.
good Lord. He's okay.
But everyone thought he was doing a
survived.
bit, right?
Well, it was just chaos. And then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, no, he had a crazy
You like an aneurysm or something, right?
yeah, the youngest, I forget what it was, but he's the youngest like person in the world to ever survive it. They wrote like an article about it in
Which
the New York
is so
Times. Like it's
wild.
crazy. Yeah, it's like it's had a like yeah, crazy.
He was like,
Comedy. podcast.
Comedy podcast. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
He.
I
But I
love
do
Eli
like
with
that
all
he
my
was
heart.
like, this wedding won't be about me.
Yes, the second wedding, he was very cocky and very funny, and it was awesome. It was very funny. But we begged him not to fake one as a joke.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Please don't fake that.
Yeah,
that was
please.
scary enough.
Yeah.
I think about my wedding all the time, and I oscillate between wanting to get married and not wanting to get married. Right now, I'm in the zone where I think I want it. I think it's really nice to just like be like, I love this person, and I really want to tell people.
I feel very lucky to say that like my wedding was one of the best days of my life. Like it was just a great day. From
love that.
start to finish, just like a beautiful day. Like thank you.
How many people were in your wedding party?
Not a lot. It was relatively, I feel like it was like relatively small, some friends and family. And like I invited the entire cast of SNL because I was on SNL at the time. And like I wanted to impress my cousins.
Did Lauren come to your wedding?
Oh, no. No.
Sorry, Bobby. I'm too busy making popcorn.
No. I'm on an island with Paul McCartney and Paul Simon. I'll let you guess which. No, he did not come. But he did send me a very nice gift. It was a boat. It was a giant boat.
A boat?
Yeah.
A big old yacht?
A giant boat. It was the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yeah.
Oh, he raised the Titanic for you.
Yeah.
Too bad those people went down there in that submarine. The Titanic's
That was
not
him.
there. It's at Bobby's house.
That was him. He sent them. People know that.
Were you married before or after SNL or during?
Like tail end.
And then were you dating? Oh, you were dating before SNL.
We started. We started dating, and I found out I got SNL. I called my mom and I called Bryn, and she was kind of like, "Why are you calling me?" Like a little bit. Like,
wait, really?
The
'Cause
tone
you guys, like,
a little
weren't-
bit was like, we've only been dating for like a month. Like kind of.
That's
and, like,
very funny.
She was like the second person I called.
And she's like, what's going on? Am
Pretty
I in
much.
a serious relationship? And nobody told me. And you're like, yes. Yes, I
She was
fucking
like,
love you.
Great. Like, we'll go on another date soon. And I was like, all right, mate.
That's so
I
funny.
might be a viable partner.
I might be a viable partner. When you were on SNL, did you ever get people slipping into the DMs being like, please fuck me?
Just like that.
Just be like, please fuck my pussy.
I always tell. I don't always tell this story, but this is the story that encapsulates that question. One night, early on, very early on, I'm on SNL and I'm at McManus, and a girl walks up to me and started talking about something. It was like. I think it was Old Dirty Bastard was playing. Like I had put on an Old Dirty Bastard song, and she was like, "Did you put that on?" And like started talking to me, and I was like, "Oh, like people, it's changing." It was definitely like this has never happened before. What is this? And very much got the sense of like, "Oh, what's happening? This is weird." And like I'm a big comedy nerd. I don't know what's happening or what to do. And she literally was like, "Do you want to get out of here?" And I was like, okay. And we left McManus through the side door and we were getting a cab. And as it was pulling up, she was like, I know this is weird, but I have to ask, what is Howard like? And I was like, instantly knew what she meant. And I went, oh, I'm not Artie Lang. Did you think I was Artie Lang? And she went, yeah, are you not? And I was like, no. And she went, who are you? I was like, my name, and I don't know why I said this. And I don't know why I was like, my name's Bobby Moynihan. I'm on Saturday Night Live. And she went like, oh, okay. And I was like, I think I need to go. And I did not go home with that girl. And that encapsulates any kind of experience like that. It was all, I was just like, no, bye.
So funny.
And I was in love with Bryn pretty much the whole time.
That is so funny. Pretty much the whole time.
Well,
But
I think
well, I mean, until you're like serious, we're like exclusive. Like it's like, sure, whatever.
the 9 years of SNL was us eventually getting married, but she was on Broadway every day but Monday, and I was working every day but Sunday. It was just a matter of time before our literal schedules just
But boy,
worked
that's
out.
fucking funny. What's Howard
Yeah.
like?
I was like,
Howard who?
So I got
I'm
it.
not Artie Lang.
Instantly.
Then who
I was like,
are
yeah.
you? I'm Bobby Moynihan.
And like, I don't know
I'm
why,
on
like I had
SNL.
clarified
Well,
so
that'll
well.
do.
She pretty much was like,
That'll do.
well,
I caught
not a complete
somebody.
wash. And I was just like, all right.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I have had a similar experience, but it wasn't me going home with somebody. I was at the Fox Gate, and I handed my ID to somebody, and he was like, "You are so good and precious." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not Gabourey Sidibe." And he went, "Haha, whatever." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And he said to the other guy in the little hut, he was like, "She's imprecious." And he was like, "You were so good in it." And I was like, "I'm not." I was like, "You're looking at my ID." And I said the actress's name.
Gabourey Sidibe.
And that's not me. And they were like, "Sure." And I was like, "Okay." And then I like drove onto the gate and I was like, I feel so wild. And sure, I confused me with her. She's so talented and she's so wonderful. But I was like, but my name is different than her. Bobby, who are you calling? What are you doing?
I'm
What are
sorry.
you
I
doing?
lost. I didn't lose complete interest. I was just trying to find
I didn't
a
lose
picture.
complete interest.
No, because when you said that, this is a real thing. When Gabourey Sidibe hosted SNL, I like 100% fell in love with her. She's
was so wonderful.
The best.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
I love her.
Wait, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
I've never seen you without a beard.
I know, isn't it? That's why I have one always, because I look like that. Yeah, it's not right. It's like Ted Cruz. Sucks.
It is a little. You do look like you love Trump.
Like if Fred Flintstone was human. I know. Yeah, that's why I always have. That's why this is. Yeah, that's why.
I am blown away.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think you
very
look unattractive,
specific.
but you just look like a different person.
Oh, completely different person. Completely
Wow.
different. Yeah, Rosie
Beards.
O'Donnell's son.
Rosie O'Donnell's son?
Son. That's what I feel like I look like. When I don't, at that period of my life.
So specific. Wait, there was a period in your life where you just didn't have a beard?
For 9 years, I wasn't allowed to at SNL. They wouldn't allow me. Because I had to like.
I watched you on SNL, and I feel like you had a beard.
I had a beard for 10 years at UCB. I shaved September 13th, 2008. And then I stopped on my last day of SNL, and only in that time did I not have a beard. And like every break that we had, I had a beard again because I hate not having it.
This is so wild to me.
You're drunk.
I can't remember anything now. I'm too drunk. Wait, Bobby, do you have any advice for single people?
Nope. Fuck them. No, I'm just kidding.
You heard it here first.
I'm just kidding.
Fuck them. Yeah, get that water down.
For young, hold on 1 second. For single people, hold on 1 sec.
Gotta get that down. You gotta get hydrated. You gotta slurp that up.
For single young people,
they don't have to be young.
well, I'm telling them first.
Okay.
Breaking it up into two different advices.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
For single young people,
Yes.
on this side of the mic, take your time, man. For single old people,
Your time's running out.
don't go after the young ones. Stick with your own kind. By that I mean old.
Honestly,
advice.
I do think that's good advice.
Yeah.
Because why are you old going after somebody young?
Stupid.
What do you want with the youngs?
They don't know. They don't care.
They don't know.
They don't know what you know.
And you can't
It's
teach
impossible.
them.
They don't have
need
the
to
same
find
kind
out
of brain
on their
as,
own.
as you did. Me and my wife have been talking. I don't want to say it. The last couple days. Just about how Winona Ryder was treated, because like in the Hollywood community.
Yes.
When she was like 15 years. Oh,
Yes.
just in interviews where people are like, "Look at you,"
Yes.
like, or just like it is.
If you go back in
shocking.
time and look at interviews of like, even like the Justin Bieber generation, which was just like 10 years ago, he was a child. People sexualize these children in a way that you're like, whoa,
It's crazy.
whoa. Why? Like they would ask Britney Spears like about her breasts,
Oh,
or like
yeah,
Jessica
all
Simpson
that
about being a
stuff.
virgin,
Lindsay
and it's
Lohan.
like, ugh, why? Why are you doing this?
Biebs, man, poor Biebs.
Poor
I guess
Biebs.
I'm at a point now where I'm saying poor Biebs.
I say poor Biebs, and then
Definitely poor
honestly,
Biebs.
it's like, well, of course, child stars don't like
know
assimilate
what's
well
happening.
into life because they've been sexualized as children, and like
Yeah.
people are saying weird shit to them all the time. Hey, stop
Comedy
it!
podcast.
Ha 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 ha! Wait, Bobby. I had a question.
You've had a few.
I've had so many
I've
questions.
answered most.
I think you've answered all.
I would say that.
What's the worst date you've been on before you started having a wife? What?
That's how you say it. What's the worst date I've ever been on?
Yeah,
I don't
before
think
you had
I
a
was
wife.
I just had like the saddest thought. I killed someone. I'm just kidding. I
murdered.
I didn't have like a bad date at all. It was like a fucking great date. I'm realizing we know the person. We're friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like an amazing date.
Mm-hmm.
But I like saw the moment where the person went like, oh, okay. Yeah, no. Like I was in, but right now I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that moment, and I remember being like feeling like I was going like, I started
Yes.
like
panicking, being like, "Oh, you're out, and
I
I'm gonna
felt
change
like
your,
I
your
might
mind."
as well have been going like, but I was doing so good. No, come on, like that. And I
Uh-huh.
remember being like super disappointed.
I've had moments like that on dates where I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're not into me," and I know you're not into me, but I'm gonna try so hard to make you into me, and it never worked.
Yeah,
And
no,
when people
never.
are not into it, they're not
Money.
into it.
You try it. Money or briberies.
Bribery. You say, "I give you kisses."
I talk like a baby and be
Don't you want to name me?
Isn't that what you want?
Don't you want to feed me sometimes?
Hit me as hard as you can. I'm just...
Please hit me. Well, Bobby, we have made it to the end.
Yep.
Do you have anything you want to promote?
I knew you were going to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Frasier on ABC, I think. CBS?
I think it's on Paramount Plus.
CBS. Paramount Plus. Watch it. Watch Frasier.
Mm-hmm. The new one or the old one?
Both.
I've only seen
Watch
one
the new
episode.
one with Tokes Hankwang. She's the best.
Who?
She was on DuckTales.
What's her name?
With us. Now I'm going to say it wrong again because I tried to be cool. Tokes, I believe it's Olangankwe.
That's a really fun name.
Yeah, she's great. She played Mrs. Beasley on DuckTales. And she's my favorite. I love her.
DuckTales. Woo!
You had to have been on DuckTales.
DuckTales. No.
That's not true. You were on DuckTales.
I was not on
We
DuckTales.
had scenes together.
We sure didn't.
I
auditioned for DuckTales and I didn't get it.
I almost disagree.
You can disagree all you want. I was not on DuckTales.
We were on some card. That's me and Ernest Borgnine.
You just have these pictures. I cannot. I have
guess
never
that's the
seen you
picture
without a
after.
beard.
Oh, scandalous picture of me and Precious kissing me.
That is funny.
And me and Cookie Monster.
I don't remember you without a beard.
I know, it's the worst.
I can't believe you got to meet Cookie Monster. I'm deeply jealous.
Oh, he's my boy.
Cookies. Nom 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 nom. I love cookies.
You want to look good for Quinn. Yeah. Help me look. Good. Okay. Oh, hi, Quinn.
Quinn's
Me,
my
Cookie
sister's son.
Monster. Yeah,
He's my buddy.
Oh, it's so nice to see you. How you
Wait, could you get a message from me from Cookie Monster?
Yes. The answer is yes.
I would die.
Yeah.
I just need Cookie Monster to say, Nicole Byer, we love cookies.
Done.
That's it. Like,
Done.
What a dream it would be to eat cookies
Cookie
with
Monster is one of the nicest men in the world.
My God.
Yeah.
How incredible.
Yeah, he's a really great guy.
Do you know Elmo?
Yeah. He's wonderful too.
I would love like an Elmo message. My grandpa's name is Elmo, but he doesn't like get it.
But I understand.
I bought him an Elmo balloon. And he was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Elmo." And he said, "I'm Elmo." And I was like, "You're both Elmo."
He's like, I was here first.
Simply doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby.
Is she gonna pull out a gun?
Imagine I
Pulled out a
gun and I was
revolver, like an old-timey
well,
revolver.
That's it
You're
for
like,
you.
This is the time of the show. This is a new segment on the show.
No, this is
Oh, boy.
the end. No, sit down. You have to listen to this. Okay, so
I broke the headgum.
is that your phone?
No, it was the headgum knob thing. The most important piece of the microphone.
It's branding.
The
It's
cube.
branding, the cube. So we're at the end. Oh, would you date me?
Of course.
Sick. So if you like this episode of Why Won't You Date Me, you can like it, you can rate it, you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, and you can give me 5 stars. And if you write me something nasty hitting on me to whywon'tyoudate.me@gmail.com, I will read it. And it has to be sick as hell. And we're also running low, and I need more. This one's long. Dearest Nicole, I'm dead. You're the only one who can see me. All I want is to be pounded one more time by a big, thick dick. The only way I can is if you allow me to be in your body. I will haunt you day after day until you finally say yes. I enter your body more than any man ever has, and we go in search of the biggest, veiniest dick we can find.
Signed, Whoopi Goldberg from Ghost. No, sorry.
I would love
Rita Miller. 526-34043. Rita Miller.
No.
Love her in that movie.
No, wait, are you thinking of,
I wrote the wrong name. That's what she said.
she does say, I wrote the wrong
Oda
name.
Mae Brown.
Yes, Oda Mae Brown is her actual name, but Rita Miller is the fake name that she uses to empty that $4 million into the bank account that then she gives to the nuns, which I think is fun because she's in Sister Act later.
Correct.
And I'm like, is it the same convent?
It's part of the same universe.
Do you think?
Yeah, everyone knows that Sister Act is Ghost 2.
Listen, I have an idea for Ghost 2. I play Oda Mae Brown's daughter, who does not have the gift. She still has the gift. We run a psychic shop in Brooklyn that's quickly gentrifying. Oda Mae doesn't like it. I'm dating this white man. She also doesn't like that. We find out it's Carl's son because we don't know about Carl's life. And then Carl's son, the man I'm dating, kills my mom, Oda Mae, transferring the power to me. And then Carl's son is avenging his dad's death, and he only knows that Oda Mae and Molly were involved with it. So he got to Oda Mae, but now me and Oda Mae have to go protect Molly again.
We'll see you next week. I mean, I'm in. Can I play the guy on the trains, son?
Yes. Like trains. You can't touch it. You can't feel it. You're dead. You just got to feel it in your soul.
Or a Willie Lopez shadow man.
Willie Lopez. I think that's 424 Prospect Place.
These kids are very young looking at
You
this
guys
thing.
don't know
There's
anything
no
about
way
Ghost.
we're the same age. I'm much older than you.
I'm 56 years old.
You're right.
I am. Born in 1970 something. I was born in 1972. I'm 56 years old. Is that math good?
I have no idea. I stopped thinking about it the second you brought it up because I don't even want to do math.
We finally find one. When we get to his place, he has a pottery wheel and ceramic dicks everywhere. Jackpot! We start gobbling. We start gobbling his knob. As I get used to you having a gag reflex. Get used to. Most people have one. He bends us over his pottery wheel and starts manhandling your body like a wet slab of clay before he enters your whisker biscuit. Ew. And we both feel the pleasure of his 10-inch. He fucks until we cream all over his dick over and over, moaning so loud that he can hear both of our voices. Oh yeah, someone's dead. Then finally at peace and still dripping wet, I go to the light, leaving you alone with him gasping. As you get your clothes back on, you feel a check in your pocket for $100,000 and a note that reads, "Don't give this to those nuns. Fuck them kids." It's $4 million in the movie. He gives you his number and you two start dating and spend the rest of your lives together in love. From then on, you only see me when you have a pregnancy scare. Each time I write, "You in danger, girl," on the bathroom mirror with a box of Plan B on the counter. That's funny.
That was a HeadGum podcast.